Welcome to IMO's vlogs. Been a while. I'm not been in my platform for some personal reasons. Anyway, the reasons are very simple. Was nothing in Yambo One's or Ayamara content to talk or analyze or criticize whatever and ever. I have to be honest, was the usual housekeeping, the usual drama we have watched in many series of different countries. Especially, we can talk about Turkey soaps, we can talk about Dubai soaps, we can talk about any other country, especially Brazil soaps. Was a telenovela, as Ayamara says. Thank you for being my viewers, the usual normal viewers of this channel. Again, my name I am Amos. I know is only one individual watching this live. You may watch later. Today, I want to say thank you very much to you in particular. You are watching, and the person brought me today to talk about Ayamara, Mr. Cecil. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Does never stop, Mr. Cecil, for your good work, for you to do something different that African content creators never done it. This was one of the best ever content creation for somebody has visited Nyambuanzi. Indeed, there's been so much material from Jamaican uncle, but in different kind, shape, and form. But this was the most informative and most straightforward life I haven't seen on content creation, especially from East Africa. What we're going to talk about here, IMR success trap. I have drafted a couple of few points. Uh, Point one, we'll discuss expose the village to YouTube content creation. Point two, open door policy and shout outs. Trust and confidence. Four, what changes all? Rocio. And number five, negative impact and future. Once again, thank you. We have 5 people to watching. I'm happy that you're here today on this platform, this channel watching. My name is I am Mos. Actually, I'm from Mozambique, by the way. Yes, I've been out for some times. Thank you. You're truly DKC for be here watching. I'm fine. Thank you, brother, for asking. Let's start with this analysis, this retrospective that as you've been used to my vlogs. And what is going on? The success that should be kept hidden and never say to anybody or some other people. Well, indeed, uh, Marwa success trapped him, but Marwa never realized how he got trapped himself in his own success. Expose the village to YouTube and content creation. Yes, indeed. You might say, oh, it's a platform, it's a public platform that anybody can come join and do whatever he wants. Here is the problem. When people they don't understand how to use certain tools, they will not use because they don't understand how those tools work. And this is the case of number one's village. I am marred by exposing the content creation of YouTuber, the new outcome YouTubers in the village. He trapped himself in a bigger tangle problem. First of all, let me remind you a very important issue here. Earlier days of Nyambwan's story. When Nasto and his friend they came together and then they told the story how they fear to approach Ayamara and ask Ayamara how to become content creators. Yes, indeed. In those earlier days, these people, they didn't understood how to manipulate it, how what did they need. Ayamara opened his arms and helped those young men. But he never saw it, the consequences behind the wall. Even everything was written on his face. He could read those people's eyes. He could read what the people was up to and why everybody was following him. Unfortunately, God was not enough wise to give him the understand and the wisdom to understand tomorrow this will be the evil. These guys tomorrow they will be the opposition. These guys they will be the competition. These guys they will be the ungrateful. That is my point one. Exposing the village to YouTube. But I am now exposing the village to YouTube and how the YouTube content spread in the village. The villagers thought the magic of content creation was fight and talk bad of each other, create a drama, create a story does not fit with the reality. Many of you may remember in many occasions when that party, the long party, that becomes now a problem, that should not be a problem. They should be proud of it because they gain matches and more compared Ayamaro. Ayamaro is the big loser of the party because he got exhausted, sick, he had to spend money to make these people help. And these people today are ungrateful, most of them. But isn't that party where everything starts? Unravel. Isn't that party where the people stood, understood they're going to buy a formula by giving Ayamaro a chicken, a cement, and this of success. As the part ended and people create friendships, what they call in the West networks, they thought now is the time of harvest what they've been up to on those 30 days in the village. Ayamaro was physical and psychological, destroyed and exhausted. Thank you. What I will be talking about late, how the recovers, that is my point number 4. I'm coming on. I'm not going to say what make the change. So the virus spread so fast that we've been see changes. And those changes that appear in the village was not only with the villagers, also with the family of Ayamara inside his own blood people. Brother and sister, they became a very successful story on YouTube. But what is the dark side of the story? Is the opposite, where many people never thought with themselves they could be people envious. People, they can't imagine somebody else's success. Somebody can't swallow and be proud of one of their own. Me, as a Mozambican, I have thousands of stories to tell you. Even not being South African, I have thousands of stories to talk about the people of South Africa because I live there. I have my blood there. My own kids are from that land. Even not being Angolan, I can tell you a trillion stories. Even not being Kenyan, I can tell you more than a trillion of stories. haters. What is hater? And what hater brings on content creation? Haters are individuals. They don't see good in a progress. Days ago, I was in an interview in a Pan-African Forum, politics. And that Pan-African Forum, when I said the problem of when you look at me, you say, no, you're not African. Yes, that is the problem. For you, in your mind, African should be a person look like Kayamaro. African should be a black person with a different population. No, I am an African and very proud African. And you or anybody else can take that from me. I love my ugali. I like my vegetables. I love every single thing that I am, even this flesh. But I can say it with a full mouth. We Africans, our minds and our vision are confused as a bundle. We are confused. We don't understand what is good, what is bad. Here is the situation with Ayamaro. Grow up as a farmer boy, look after goats and do other things and adventures like any other kid does, any part of the world. There is no difference. There is poor kids in America, in Europe, in Russia, in China, whatever, even in heaven. But there is no harmony between human beings. Human beings have been defined by a magic spirit of God, where there is the good and the bad. It is here on this point one that I'm explaining to you in a very simple words. If you read the Bible, the Quran, whatever religion you are, you're gonna see one side is the good people, the other side are the bad people. And how the bad people create an havoc to destroy the good and the best that move society forward. So, but Ayamara bring you to this village. He never realized that one day gonna cost his reputation. Indeed, today, after Ayamara celebrate 500,000 subscribers on his village with his own people that he loves and he cares, those people they put him to a task. Let's bring down to him. Is what Mr. Cecil said here. Those people they have empty minds, vision, understand, intellectuality. They didn't understood what Ayamara was celebrate. They didn't. For them, celebration is just eating, sex, and gossip. That is what in their eyes. They didn't understand was 8 years of walking, travel the world, meeting people, building relationships, create a net of contacts, sleeping, very hard conditions, saving to come and build what he had managed to build. That was what the Nyambwans people they don't understand. And this is where everything starts. The misconception. What is content creation in the aim, in the way, moves, and the way make it. Point number 2. Marwa Success trap. Anyway, let me say to you, thank you for the 15 people that are watching for coming back to my vlog. You are most welcome. I appreciate for you be here and listen to my analysis. And then please subscribe if you're new. Thank you if you're the usual suspects, part of the family. Let's talk. Let's see. Please, I am gonna put here a link if you wanna join to the conversation. Please feel free, join and come and talk and discuss what we are talking today. It is all about this very successful life done by the Trench Town boy, Mr. Cecil. This life has brought something unique, and for first time we saw Marwa talk, an open heart, an open mind, truly how he feels and how he see the future in front of him. Point 2, open door policies and the free shout outs. Well, the success of Ayamaro made him think it was in control. He had that ability of taking a message across the board and make people stronger and powerful. And that was the first mistake of Nelson Mandela. When Nelson Mandela came out of the prison, the first thing he spoke was about the people, was about the nation, was about the best of the best for everybody. And the last was his family, where everything crumbles. The biggest betrayal of Winnie Mandela. You people they don't know the story is here in YouTube. You can research. A man that millions across the globe see him as an hero, see him as a role model, but was the open door mind, the free shout out for freedom, first the people, first the nation, and last the family. A man who died with no love, no respect. This is the truth. This is what I have said on that program I have mentioned earlier on the Pan-African Forum. What is our leaders do if they don't realize the consequences? People, after Nelson Mandela died, we see Julius Malema call him a traitor. We see people, his own daughter, hate his own father, a man who provides the freedoms that she enjoys today, the merits, the bonanza. But they don't realize the cost and the price. This is the cost of a price that IMR is paying today. The open policy doors, the free shout outs. He didn't realize, he never understood, was young and fool. The consequences, how the people, the viewers, the subscribers could get enough and stop it. Trust. and follow him. This open policy door, the free shoutouts, make him stagnated, make him have enemies on his own inner circles where the impact was what you didn't understand when I Am Paris was replaced with Aaron Jeb. Exhaustion became a problem. Tireless without rewards. Mismanagement of his own resources. Mismanagement his own friends. He fell in a trap or his main misconception that is a contribute for a society. Is an hero. No, he was a villain. As he gave to people food, drinks, all the pleasure, music, as Mandela done the same. Luther Martin King done the same. Thomas Sankara done the same. And other fellows out there, musicians, whatever, artists. Mara fell in the same category, in the same trap. Why you don't see all these, what we see number ones at Guadamaya Villa? Why you don't see these, what we see in number ones in the King's Travel town? Why you don't see these, what we see in number ones on the 80s? Well, very simple. The success of Ayamarwa. It is so big that Ayamarwa doesn't understanding the reason behind why the world watches him and the world trusts him, because he is a real content creator. He's a genuine spirit that YouTube creators expected happening. And here is a protege content creator, somebody that even YouTube, we had somebody here in the party say the manager, this is an African man working for YouTube in the United States of America. He never knew about this phenomenon and said his own manager watch Ayamara every day, love it the content, expedite him to come to Nyambwans to see, try, and experiment what was happening there. How these men markets YouTube in every single moment that talks a camera. Words of Rocio. If you want to be around of Ayamara, you must remind yourself this is a live television show. This is a showman. There is nothing where you can hide. Indeed, it's true. And proof of that, you see in Argentina, even the mother-in-law that is very reserved and conservative woman avoids. She understood, but she loves him. We'll come to that. Number 3, well, this here is where you need to understand in very few words what you may end up disappointed. Trust and confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ayamos Vlogs. Thank you for being here watching, and when you're gonna watch again. We have 20 people. I thank you for you coming back to my channel and trust me on my analysis. Ayamara professionally has committed a suicide. Ayamara professionally has made a mistake. Ayamara professionally has crossed a line that he never should have crossed by not understanding the human behavior. It is good or bad? No. There is no answer. I'm a human being as you, as anybody. We never know what is good, what is wrong. But in the case of Ayamara, he showed every single thing to everybody. Even the small conversations, great or good, with parents, friends, whatever or never. He opened his doors and accept people that if he doesn't know where they are, what characters, what they're pretending, and what they're up to. He let those people inside his parents' houses eat, feed them, and treat them with honor and dignity. That calls be a human and solidarity. But he never realized those are the real wolves, the real lions. Those are the real snakes that will affect him after. That confidence, that trust he gave to his own people, the Kenyans. The Kenyans that today they need is hashtag to put food on the plate. The Kenyans they need the hashtag to have patronage. The Kenyans, not all, remind yourselves, not all Kenyans are in content creation world. Some and few like any other society. The Kenyans, they can't breathe, they can't live without spell a word or do something and end up judging Ayamaro. Here is where Ayamaro did not even imagine until things change. What changed all? Number 4. Life is full of surprise. Life, sometimes you never know what's come, what's in front of your eyes. Let me tell you a story that might surprise you. Somebody moved to the village because got in love, deep, 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 deep in love. Crazy. She could not even imagine herself alone without that prize, that big prize that was Nyambo once. Left the village, came, try to do all and all to seduce Ayamaro. But Ayamaro eyes never cross on all that passerelle modeling in desperation. His mind was set. He knew. He came here and said many times, even he create a dialogue, conversation about polygamy. And many of you didn't realize when he was talking about polygamy what was trying to say. He was setting the grounds where the options could be available to follow the tradition or follow his mind. When Ayamar was talking about polygamy, was trying to tell the people, I'll get an African woman, but I'll get what I want, a foreigner woman, somebody else. But the rejection in the discussion was first time that Ayamara understood the message. The no from his mom, the person he loves and trusts so deeply in his mind. The woman that make everything possible in his life. Even Masubo one goes and make this story about the father. How many fathers are here in this life? I am a father. My children, they prefer their mother. I'm not a bad father. May you say, I have to accept is your point of view, opinion. In my life, in my entire life, I didn't see a child in rare occasions that craze committed to their fathers. Every single human child, mama is number one in their lives. I live with my own son 1 year. I done everything that a father can do, but I didn't manage the magic that a woman does. When the mother appeared, all I have done for him, he broke his computer. I gave him mine, replaced it right away. That was not enough for him. Anything he wanted, eat, food, buy, whatever, caring, bathing, shoes, everything, even love, even not sleeping when he was sick to make sure he's good. That doesn't count. But mama is mama. And that is the point. Many of you, they don't realize what the mindset of this character. And what is changing all here? That woman that was crazy in love failed big time. Even try to come here after fail to target him. When love it is not there for you, never will be there for you. And you will walk away like a thin air and nobody will know about you, sister. I'm very sorry. But you win something, your reputation, what you are, and what your expectations make you fail. I'll not mention names. All I will say, thank you, Mr. Cecil. You are a magic content creator. You have made possible this life be a different life. You made possible today us see Nyambuanzi that we never saw it, we never thought it, we never imagined, we never even understood. Thank you to this life where you manage as an adult elephant on the room, talk straight and plain to Ayamara how you felt and how did you see it. Yes, and the way you express yourself on the end, your regards to Rocio. This is what changes all. That is what changes all. And that is what the Nyambwans people, they didn't realize. Her Majesty, the Queen of the Kingdom of Nyambwanzi, has arrived. In style and big time. And the reign will change. Rocio became congressman number 2 on the art of Ayamaro. Rocio ever doubts, but Rocio stood to the challenges, stood to the time, stood to everything. The unknown of a bedroom when closed doors. Is in Argentina that Ayamaro said and recognized as a couple, we have our arguments. Ayamara has said more than that, has revealed something unique that you don't see in Guatemala, Mrs. Trudy, many, the Kings, Kenzel Babe, and many others out there. The Passport Bro, the Pig. You don't see this romantic, creative, life change, family affairs, cultures coming together, family only in this African man called Ayamaro that should have kept secret is Success. But nevertheless, Rocio came and gave another life that was already gone from the spirit of adventure and creativity. Is that life, ladies and gentlemen? This is Ayamos. 29 people watching. Thank you very much for being there and listen to me. Is that life that Rocio brought to the village? Not only Rocio, there is more people. People you don't even think, people you can't even imagine, like Farmer Isa, Iron Jeb, people that you didn't see it and understand the impact, the positivity, grown up people. They came from the United States of America. Mama Gifts, and many others, Mr. Cecil and his wife. Christmas list. All these people are the people they make all change in Nyambuan's village. They realize themselves the sign of the soil was so great, but the people of the soil are not great. The people of the soil are so twisted, they're not even able to see the light down in the tunnel that tomorrow is another day. That is where you see Mayugono troubles. There where you see Nasto, Maja Ke, Mapopo, Mini Awi, Burundian Trevor, Claudio Joseph. What content creation does have Claudio Joseph? What is good on a Claudio Joseph content? What? Ladies and gentlemen, there is anyone that side wanna join me? Here is the link. Click on that link and get involved in this discussion. That is where we don't get the point, but is in this conversation Mr. Cecil is having with Ayamaro, with the truth as revealed. Ayamaro has committed many times a mistake, not being a man of his own words when it comes judging, when it comes taking decision, when it comes to be tough, when it becomes make a difference. That was what Mr. Cecil has proved today. That was the missing link that Ayamara never understood. Now Ayamara has realized it's not the lifestyle, it's not the traveling, it's not the fortune, it's not the money. It is the attitude. When a loser goes out of control out there and it becomes dangerous to society. That's why the governments have security intelligence services to control people behavior. And here is the point that IMR is missing. Here is where IMR is not tied to the screws, like we say in Spanish, is not tied his own cojones. Is not a man with the balls can stand and make difference after so much abuse. Mr. Cecil sent a message across and straight and plain. Game it is on. Men, it is time for action. It's not time for blah, 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 because my son, my wife, that. Now is the definition. This game on is not about Alex. Alex was a syndrome. It's not about the Nairo banana. No. Nairo banana is a syndrome. Will be there forever. It is about your reputation, your family, and how you are if you want to grow it. Argentina has proven how your own people are your own enemy. As South Africans show it to Nelson Mandela, to Thabo Mbeki, to Jacob Zuma, as the Libyans show to Muammar Gaddafi. I need to give more examples. Here is a moment. Number 5, negativity, impact, and future. Is now and never. If Ayamaro want to make a difference, you have to keep every single word, every single promise, and stand in his own shoes and walk firm Ayamara doesn't need nobody in that village. Doesn't need. He has every single support he wants, whatever, whenever. He can walk out from his gate and go miles and miles. He will have support. Even from me, he will never walk alone. But he needs to understand this is a world of content creation. This is a world where numbers make a difference. This is a world of behavior and determination and condemnation and solidarity are factors, are key determinants of success. An example, we saw the pig where is stagnant. Where's Priya? Where? Where's Lennox? And others. The real friends are those when you're not home. They come and they look after your own place. They come, they make surprises if they invest time to protect your own interests. And this is what Ayamara now needs to do, protect his own interests, his own family. He have to come and put a nail on the ground in his front of his gate. Nigger, this is my door. When I say nigger, I'm talking about be proud to be what you are. To be proud of yourself, what you achieved, what you made it. Like Kake. This is a surprise of the surprises of all surprises. A man has reached to a point where he understood what is negative will bring to him in his future. Why the target Gitiriba? Because of be loyal. He's made his mistakes. He's young and full. I made my mistakes. I have to accept it. But nobody will replace Gitiriba from the heart and mind of Ayamaro. Will be reprimanded. He has realized the consequences, the effect, the reap effect. Like Mayugno, now, more and never, he knows where the line is, the boundaries. Was nice to see Mayugno go out there and fight back and show the world how to be honest is important. And this is what Ayamaro always said to every single person has given a shout out. And that is the reason of the failure on this village. People are not honest. People that thinking themselves and their own honesty are become an issue. Do you ever expect you fired? Did you ever expect that? Do you ever seen that come? No. And that came. And here is the truth of the matter. And then I said, Mini Awi made a mistake. Why that mistake of Mini Awi has costed so much, even she can't bear. She got to a point where she's losing the focus. Is a woman. Yeah, indeed, is a mother. But loyalty is one thing that humans have to survive in a world where everybody have discrepancies. Don't think this hanging dory in Argentina in Mar de la Plata. Don't. Don't think everything is beautiful, Mr. Lewis here, Mr. Lewis there, Mr. Lewis here, Mr. Lewis there, in the heaven, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Lewis. That is in the camera only. Might be other things we don't know. Because we are humans. Is that what Kake understood? First of all, I'm working. I've been given opportunity of make it or break it. What else out there, I couldn't do it. That is what the pain comes for the young men that are there in the bushes. They can't do it, even a video in their houses. Because they are liars. Because they realize their loss, how huge are. When you watch the videos of Mogesi, you should ask a simple question to yourself. Does this young man realize these videos YouTube will not delete? Does this young man realize the consequences and the impact what everything he says he does can use against him on the court of law? But that is not what I need to discuss here. Is the rip effect on his cycle, the exposure that he had inside that perimeter of Ayamaro, that villa. That villa in Nyambuans is the problem. The problem of Nyambuans is not Ayamarwa, is what it is behind those walls, is what is being built and how been built and how is there. It's the beauty, the human care, the human consideration that your eyes can't translate in words. That is where the problem lays. That is where the problem lays. And that is where Mr. Cecil defined in a very few words. Ignorance. Deep ignorance of Ginto. Deep misconception. Not be able to have those nyamatomas 24/7. Shows you the degree, the low IQ and understanding is not about food, is not about people, is not about donations, is about humanity. How do you go on and make it like Nasto has done, as Mayugun has done, as Mapoku has done, good or bad as Fellow the Boy has done? How's Uncle Jamaica? How's the Maasai with no passport? Lynette K.E. Lennox. Where's the house of Max One? That is the problem. Where's the house of Pez? Where are all those people? Those good boys, they used to be placed here. The 10 evils. And what they have achieved. Ladies and gentlemen, this was me today. 35 people. Thank you for being here watching. But I have to say something. Janet Keshwick, hello, Ayamos. The level of toxicity from those low lives is unbelievable. They are ready to ruin young ones by rubbishing Ayamarwa, Paulo, K.E. Sinteki, Miniawe, Masubu, One, Ginto, Max One, Sergio, and many others. Yes, Janet, you have mentioned good characters. Yes, but there is something I want to be honest with you. All these include Marwa. All them. They need to understand there is tomorrow. And that tomorrow, the only one has realized is only Ayamaru. The only one here in this group of names that you mentioned. Marwa, Pablo K, Sintek, Miniawi, Masud One, Ginto, Max, One, Sergio, and many others. The only one is the man who brought the YouTube to the village. Is not David. Is not Dimwangu. Is not Congrat Mams. Is Ayamarwa. Ayamarwa is the man should have never exposed these individuals to the world of the finest technology. But it's done. And how you will outcome this is him returning to his village and stand in the ground and prove to pick only one, and make his life difficult and make his life understood and forget about those mothers. They come and they cry, I am poor, I am. No. Forgiveness is have to be over. And that's what Dimwang was done. Dimwang was given no mercy, no a millimeter, no a chance to any of those people in Nyambowanzi to breathe on a neck. This is what Ayamara should do, not allow anybody breathe in his neck, especially he's going to have a child. It's important and critical for him that his child grow in a place of peace and quiet, where the grandparents can come and go in a peaceful manner. And all those, they come today and call themselves the warrior of the truth. They can sit and regret for everything they have done. And this will happen in village, in number ones. These people that the kids are being financed, paid, and everything, they will see the might of a change of mindset from the donors and sponsors. The life of today, Mrs. Cecil and Ayamaro, has defined a new course of friendship, has defined a new course of the future. The Nyambuans people, the message they're sending to the world, it is Ernest, it is Masubwan, it's Ginto, it's whatever is Sejo. They don't need you to tell them what to do. Only they need you to rob you, to lie to you. That's what the Nyambuans people need you. And you are happy with that. Please be my guest. Do it. But not Ayamaro. You will understand the time compared to those. You're truly DKC. We can say that most. We can't say that Marwa should not have exposed them to the platform. It's like give someone a knife to cut vegetables and use it to do unthinkable. Basically, it's unthinkable. They are doing what you never expect. MJ, anybody who was remaining with Ayamaro are doing better than the evil people. Indeed, I agree with you. That is MJ. There is somebody else. Let me read some comments before we go away. Diana Kemi, Priska Segati are ladies who are doing too well too. There is. What is the success of Diana Kemi? Are you out there? Can you answer that question? What makes Diana Kemi's success story? Well, in few words, she embraced content creator truly on the name, on the sense. She has projected a life history of a woman that have a journey of love and a woman have a journey of a dream. We see that Diana Kem's story, a quiet and a very interesting and powerful. Every single moment I watch Diana Kemi, every single word, every moment the happiness goes on her face when the young man comes, the patience, the fears of love. If love can win and can prevail, that is a story. That is a content creator. That is something you don't know. It is the Burundian traveler realize she's the one. And that is something we don't know yet. And we will watch them. We will follow them because we are curious to understand why we don't do Nasto and Mr. Flair. Because a flawless story is empty. Is a story does not make sense at all. You ask yourself, what is after that perimeter? What they have shown us, what they went out there and make a difference and show there is a different world. Diana has traveled, has followed the love of her life, has followed down, has felt the pain. She has resurrected and she has understood time and she has fight against time. She has been sick and she has fight it and survived and keep it going. It reminds me the wife of Mrs. Cecil. When Mrs. Cecil, when he came to the villa, with his wife, and how the wife have respect for him, the way she sit and the way he was. That is how we African we are. Thank you for coming to this live today. I'll become regular. From now on, there is reason to be here and comment about this man. It is a turnaround or is just another blah 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 of Ayamara and nada gonna happen. Let's see. Thank you. Bye bye.